Ditch this and tell me, what's the one thing you wish everyone around you knew about getting divorced? I'll go first.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I sit on my bed on my couch and I give my own authenticity because that's what we do on this channel. We are as authentic as possible. But before we get into that, we're gonna dive into today's sponsor, me. If you've been watching my channel, you know I'm not an actual sponsor of myself, but I like saying that word because I can. Yay! But we are raising funds and we managed to raise $210.55. I got that right, Americans. I got it right. And that would be 4,000 Rand in South African money. So I want to thank every single one of you who donated. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. And you don't know what you've done. You don't know what you are doing for me. And I'm very grateful for that. So, yeah, let's dive into today's video. Listen, I don't know anything about divorce because I've never really been divorced, so I wouldn't know what to tell you. But I do know about heartbreak, and I know about failed dreams and relationships in general. You know, they come to an end and things did not turn out as you hoped that they would turn out. Yeah. So I am recovering from a heartbreak actually. So I understand. It doesn't look like I'm recovering from a heartbreak, does it? I mean, I get it when people say you don't have to look like your problems, but I am actually. And it's been a month actually. It's been a month and I've been counting and I was like, wow, time actually flies. Hey, like it's been a month and a lot has happened in that month. You know, a lot has happened in that month. So it's interesting. We are going to the second month and I distance myself, and I do that a lot without that being the conscious thing that I do, but I do it a lot when things aren't working out. Friends, family, blah blah blah. I was disturbed. But honestly, I don't know about heartbreaks. I don't know, but I do know that as a person, you go through these things, and it doesn't have to be necessarily divorce. And I am recovering from that. I am. And I'm proud of myself. It's been a month. Things have happened. I believe that things will get better in the future. But let's ditch the videos, shall we?
Ditch this and tell me, what's the one thing you wish everyone around you knew about getting divorced? I'll go first. You get divorced because you have to. Not because it's the easy way out, but because you have to.
The person that you decide to marry is not the same person that you decide to divorce. They are two completely different people. So for all you people that say, well, you married him or you married her, I'm gonna need you to hush. Period.
Last year, the podcast Canadaland ran an episode on divorce, and they quoted a lawyer who said to a client in their initial meeting, look, you can either divide the family assets in 2 or in 4. So the one thing that I wish everyone knew is that if it is at all possible, work it out yourselves. Because even if you win, you'll probably end up with less than you otherwise would have had, which means your kids, if you have any, will end up with less too. My ex-wife and I largely worked it out between ourselves, and I certainly didn't win, but in all likelihood, the alternative would have meant that everyone loses.
This one is for the ladies especially. What I want to tell you is that if you get divorced, every man, every coworker you've ever had, married or not, random guys you're friends with on Facebook or Instagram, everybody will hit you up for sex. Not even joking. They see you as hurt, they see you as prey, they see you as vulnerable, and it's a hard time in your life, and they know it, and they're coming for it. I lost so much respect for men after my divorce. I was very naive before that, but not after.
Well, not just about getting divorced, but breakups, right? Separations and things like that. As a woman, there is men waiting. Your vulnerability as a woman is extremely targeted. If you even shed one tear, he's going to go for your body. If you tell a man in your state of vulnerability that you are hurt, sad, upset, depressed, anything, he will take advantage of that. Even your boy best friend since pre-K of 20 years will take advantage of your divorce, of your heartbreak, of your broken and ended relationship just to get inside of you. You've been essayed, now you're vulnerable. Your father died, now you're vulnerable. Your mom had cancer, now you're vulnerable. I don't care. It's time to get nasty. Open up when you're vulnerable if you want to.
That it is the greatest freaking thing you will ever do. Baby, you hadn't lived till you've been through a divorce, okay? Seriously though, if you are divorcing a shitty person, cut that dead weight immediately and go be happy.
All right. I've never been divorced, but I've known a lot of people that have been divorced, friends and family members. And I wish that every person, before they got a divorce, was able to feel the feeling that it would be to have a stranger parenting and raising your children half of the time. I think some people absolutely have to get a divorce, and it's the best for everybody. And I think some people are very rushed to get a divorce, and they don't try to fix things, and they don't think about what it's going to feel like when your partner's future girlfriend, boyfriend, partner, spouse raises your children half the time. I wish people could feel that feeling and then make decisions based on that.
Do it, because it's better on the other side. And I'm not promoting divorce. If you've tried everything and it's still not working, and the only reason you're not leaving is because you're too scared of what people will think and too scared of doing it on your own, do it. You won't regret it.
That the person you're divorcing is not the same person you married. And when I was going through mine, my father said to me, you never truly know a person until you divorce them. And I thought, that's accurate, because the man he was when I married him was not even close to the person he was when I divorced him. He asked for the divorce, and he was disgusting during the whole process. He treated me like I was a pile of garbage, and in my eyes, that's how he saw me through our entire marriage. I'm just glad I didn't spend any more time with him than what I did.
That you are going to grieve the loss of what you should have and could have had things worked out for a very long time post-divorce. Even if you are in a happy, committed relationship with someone else, at times you will find yourself thinking and grieving the loss as if it is brand new, and a wave of grief will hit you out of nowhere. Grieve your marriage like somebody died, like it was the death of someone, because it was the death of something that was supposed to be very important to you. Don't force joint holidays and birthdays. You're only going to hurt yourself and your kids in the process. If they were selfish when you were married to them, they are still going to be selfish when you are divorced from them. He will be a different dad. He will be a completely different dad to your kids. He will change the rules and he will flip everything up, and the kids will be confused, and there's nothing you can do about it because you have to respect him as a parent.
Woohoo, a story time. So basically the best advice I got from anybody on this whole thing was from my insurance agent. I called him up and I said, hey, I need her car off the insurance. She had already received different insurance elsewhere. I wasn't trying to be that guy. But anyway, he goes, whoa, how serious is this? And I said, well, I'm looking at the papers right here. I just need to sign them. So it's pretty serious. He goes, oh, okay. He goes, you've seen cops before, right? And I said, yeah. And he goes, remember that thing that they tell all the people right before they get arrested? And I was like, yeah. It's not really like that. Then he said something that I'll never forget. He goes, you're keeping the house, so I want you to sit in that house for a full year. Go to work, go to church, go to the grocery store, whatever you need to do, and then come home to your house. That's it. Don't go buy a boat, don't buy a truck, don't get a Harley, a tattoo, a dog, nothing. Do not spend over $600 on anything unless it's fixing your vehicle. That's it. For a full year. And on day 366, you're going to step out in the world and realize the world is a very changed place. The dating pool is different. How people treat you is different. People are different. How people meet people is different. All of it will be different and unrecognizable in any way, shape, or form. But now you're going to be in a good enough place that you can adapt to it. But you're not there right now. You're going to lose a third of your friends because they don't quite know how to process what you're going through. And also they're probably married, so they don't really want to like associate with that kind of thing. He goes, I know it sounds strange, but it'll happen. You'll probably lose about a third of your mutual friends, and whatever friends you got left probably has kids and are happily married by now. The last thing he said was, if for some reason you do find the female form still attractive after all of this, no strippers, no bartenders, no realtors, and no hairdressers. That was my big takeaway, like that last part. I didn't really listen to anything. I should have listened to the rest of it.
Everyone always prepares you that whenever you're going through a divorce, losing your husband or wife, you go through a grieving process, grieving for the loss of your marriage, the loss of your hopes and dreams together. But one thing that they really don't prepare you for is the loss of a friend, the loss of your best friend, the person that you always wanted to tell your day and to tell, your small wins and your small victories. And, I wasn't prepared for that. I wasn't prepared for feeling that way, even when you're not together and haven't been together. Just having that desire to have them as a friend again.
If you enjoyed today's video, please click like, subscribe, and please don't forget to support the farms, the houses, everyone donating. But anyway, guys, if you want to donate, you can. There's a PayPal, and I look forward to hearing from you. So thank you for those who've been donating, and toodles. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I keep saying weird things, but you get what I'm saying if you've been on this channel.